Hello guys to another episode of ranking different lines in Nerf. Today we are looking at Mega, a awesome line in Nerf. The first line to bring us a bigger round. It wasn't the perfect big round, but it was getting there. It was the start. And it was fun at the start. Got a bit old, but still great line. Have nothing bad to say about it. This line is just fun. We got 30 blasters to look at with different skins and stuff like that. 30 things total anyways. And let's just get on to the list, shall we? And at 30 is the lightning bow. The lightning bow is trash. The bowstring, the pull is just not long enough. And the handle is amazing. The handle is really thick for some reason. And this is just a bow that holds 1 round and has 4 rounds onboard capacity. It's very, very small for a bow, and it's not good. And yeah, that's kind of all there is. Load it once, pull back, fire. Doesn't even fire that well. It's just a bad blaster. That's why it's at the bottom. At 29 is the tri-break. The tri-break sucks. It's just another 3-shot blaster. I don't know why Nerf thought 3-shot blasters was like the main thing in Mega. Because with this one anyways, the handle sucks. It's not a great handle. It feels bad. You can see that there's not they should have just made it all plastic, not have these weird holes and spine stuff on it. Pretty much primes like a jolt, and there's a weird break action thing where that other trigger inside the well in front of the trigger, you push that and it breaks open. And what most people do is just rip it off because it's useless. Because you just load from the main barrels. It's just bad, and it's way too big for only 3 shots with this dumb break action gimmick, which was dumb. 28 is the flare. Same issue. Is its break action, but it doesn't even load from the break action. It just loads from a dumb barrel system that you can just load this thing from the front. You never have to break it open. Why this one's slightly higher than the other one, even though this thing only fires 1, it's because it looks better. It's a nicer and better look to it. This is the worst Fortnite one on this list, but it just looks better. It looks like a flare gun, so I have to give it something. The break action sucks, but overall, this is okay. Decent trigger. Still, the Jolt Prime, it's alright. At 27, yes, this is higher up on the list. Don't care what you think. This is a terrible blaster, but it's better than a lot that Nerf had to offer. I mean, Mega. The Fortnite Double Pump. The reason why this blaster is one of the most hated blasters in Nerf is because it's called the Double Pump, and it holds 1 round. It's 1 round capacity. It's a massive blaster, and you load one, you fire it, you have to prime it, you have to load it again. And the thing that makes this thing higher than everything else is its shell is nice. You have to give it something. Great stock, great pump, trigger. Trigger is pretty bad. Trigger is okay. But it's okay for just a blaster that fires 1. I don't mind using it. I have one. I picked up mine for like $12. So, as long as it's like around $12, it's a good pickup. It's not a bad blaster. You'll have fun with it. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. It's just a 1-shot blaster. Just the shell's nice. At 26 is the Fortnite Legendary TS or whatever. I don't care. A lot of Fortnite blasters already. This guy is not bad. 6-round capacity, cylinder base. It's not a bad blaster. Handle is really oversized, but it's okay. What brings this thing down so low is that stock. What is that stock, Nerf? Like, this blaster was so nice and was looking good, but what is that stock? I have held one. I do not own one. I have held one, and I couldn't. The shouldering was terrible. It doesn't work. You can't shoulder this blaster, and this is a blaster that you need a stock with it. And then the pump grip, it was not well designed. The pump grip is not even that far pump, and they cut it off because of the cylinders. And that's just kind of dumb, in my opinion. This blaster's ergonomics are crazy. At 25 is the Fortnite Heavy SR, the sniper rifle. This thing is cool. It's really cool to look at, that's for sure. I've seen one in person. The barrels are insane. It's cool looking, good design. Stock still short, but not as bad. Scope, terrible. Bipod, even worse. Bipod, literally, I'm pretty sure the bipod would melt in the heat. That's how flimsy that bipod is. But it's a sniper rifle, 6 rounds, magazine. It's alright. Nothing great. I think there's better. The prime is okay. They just cheaped out in some parts they shouldn't have. They could have done way better with this one. And it's a shame. Stock should have been longer. And 24 is the Thunderhawk. The Thunderhawk is such a weird blaster. I'm pretty sure this is still the longest blaster that Nerf ever made. But it has this weird, the barrel like can go in and out. It's like sliding. And it's just weird. The prime is so short. The stock is also short. The stock's okay. It's not great. The bipod sucks. It's just so weird looking with a harmonica magazine that holds 10. This really should have been mag-fed. Just the harmonica just is dumb for this blaster that's trying to be a sniper rifle, sort of. It just looks very weird and awkward. And yeah, for being Nerf's longest blaster, it's not great. It gets its length by just a piece of plastic that can move back and forth. And it's not even, it's just weird, the plastic that sticks out. Like, it has its issues. It's just a weird blaster. It's not bad, it's just weird. There's not really a really bad blaster in Mega. All of them are pretty decent. This one, I just have to rank this list, so that's where this one ended up. 23 is the Shark Seeker. The Shark Seeker is a cool looking blaster. The fins do get in the way somewhat, but you can just not put in those 2 side fins. Another 3-shot blaster. Stock, not useful. Handle, weird looking, but I think it would work. This reminds me of the like Fallout, where are they? The Fallout like robot guys, like laser pistol, and I think it's just a really cool looking blaster. I think it's just very nice looking. 3 rounds, can't really go wrong. Top prime. Stock, not useful, but it's not bad. I really do like the design of this one. 22 is the Fortnite HCLE, or HCE, which is the Fortnite Deagle. And this thing is cool. This thing is fun. Handle, little short. Trigger well is also a little small, but it's not bad. Top prime, 1-shot mega. It is really big for a 1-shot mega, but it's just so cool looking. Like, come on, you can't go wrong with this thing. Like, you'll have fun using this thing. You just have to load it from the front. You can tell the dart does stick out a little far, but it's alright. Hits hard, and that's about what this guy does. A lot of the megas hit hard, but this one hits a little bit harder for some reason. At 21 is the Bulldog. The Bulldog is just a really fun blaster. Another great 3-shot one. And it has a gimmick where you fold the little handle down there, and the stock and the scope go down, and then if you press the button and unfold it, they'll pop up again. In the folded out position, not useful. The stock's completely useless, but it's just a cool gimmick and it's fun. It's a nice 3-shot blaster that's not too big for Mega, and it comes with AccuStrikes. Like, you can't really go wrong. Handle has its issues. Its little like lip thing for your first finger is a little small, but Nerf always makes that little lip too small. But the Bulldog is a fun blaster, and you would have fun using it with its T-pole prime. T-pole is also the weirdest T-pole I think Nerf has ever done, just because it hurts if you pull it too much, and then if you try and use your whole hand to pull it, it slips off. It's just a very weird shape. That's why it's 21. At 20 is the Big Shock. You cannot go wrong with the Big Shock. It's one shot. It's the smallest Mega Blaster Nerf ever made. It's pretty much just a scaled up Jolt. You can also remove the entire shell and it's just a Jolt. It just looks like a Jolt. Has one extra dart on it. It fires pretty strong. And it's just that. Handle, not great, but Jolt handles are not usually great. It could have used some like stippling like normal Jolts do. It's kind of just flat on this one, which is not fun. But it's pretty much just a Mega Jolt. Can't go wrong. 20. At 19 is what I think is the better one, which is the Talon. I think that's what that's called. And it's pretty much the same thing, but for some reason, this blaster has an insane seal. It just will suck the darts into its barrel, and it's just very, very cool. It has awesome seal. It has another second onboard capacity, so it holds 2, and well, holds 3. 2 onboard capacity, fires 1. Slightly bigger, but it makes up for it, I believe, with the handguard and everything. Just great. It's just the best sealed blaster. One of the best seals that I think Nerf has, actually. It's just awesome. Just a better sealing Jolt. So 19. At 18 is the Fortnite TS. This is pretty much the exact blaster from Fortnite. And they just put it into real life, which perfectly fine. Has an internal mag of 4 rounds that you load. You pull back its shotgun prime, and you load them right down there. And its issue is because it's such a replica from the video game, it's bad. It's because it's shotgun prime. It should be the other way around. It's not. So your hand can pretty much come off instead of having a big piece that you push off of. It's the reverse. It's the wrong way, which is what it is in Fortnite, but that just does not mean it's good for real life. But just a really good blaster. Ergonomics are good. This is one of the best Fortnite blasters that they did. And for 4 rounds, it is really big for 4 rounds, but it's mega. You'll have fun. That's why it's 18. 17, the blue version, and it comes with llamas. Nothing else to say. 16 is the double breach. The double breach is what the Fortnite one should have been. Great blaster, can never go wrong with this. This thing has never failed me. I have bought one when it was still at Toys R Us. RIP Toys R Us. I brought it when it was brand new. Ergonomics are amazing on this guy. Pump, awesome. Like I said, this one actually does have that back thing, so it catches your hand. And it holds 2 rounds. And it's really, really easy to reload this guy. And you can even look at my 100 dart challenge video about it. It is fast. It does well. There's nothing really bad to say about it. Has the Nerf tactical rail up top if you want to put anything on it. This is just a good looking, almost shotgun like, but it's not because it only fires 1 at a time. But it's a very good looking blaster, in my opinion. And it has really good sling mounts. Number 15 is the Magnus III. This is the best 3-round blaster I think Nerf Mega has, for at least. It's definitely the best, internal magazine. Prime it back, load 3 rounds, push it forward, fire, got 3 rounds. Really nice, good build. It is big, but that's just how Mega is. You can't really get smaller for a thing like this. And it hits hard. It's got its power. It's got what it needs. Handle, amazing. Nothing bad to say about the handle. And ergonomics are really good. The one weird thing is, why is there a tactical rail under the blaster? Like, what are you going to put there? Are you putting a bipod? Like, I really think it should have just been smooth. That's like my one issue with it. They shouldn't even had a tactical rail on this one, to be honest. At 14 is the zombie strike ones. The red and the blue. Specifically, the blue one. Because I think blue is a better color. And the stripes are a better add-on. Gives it a little bit more flavor. Not much, but a little. And you also get two. And the darts are really cool looking. And that's why this one's slightly above. At 13 is the Cyclone Shock. Great blaster. 6 rounds. It's pretty much just what is that? It's pretty much Mega Maverick. 6 rounds. Really easy to load them. Prime it, you got that. Handle guard, which is awesome. Handle, not perfect, but everything else is pretty dang well. Prime, awesome. Its nerf tactical rail is on top, actually. Not like the Magnuses, which are on the bottom, so you can actually put a scope on this thing if you'd like. And it holds 6 rounds. Still big blaster, but that's how Mega is. This is the smallest 6-round blaster they got. So, it's just nice. It's a nice blaster. 13 is this version of it. I don't know its name, but it just has its little white with its red sticking through with the stripes. It's kind of cool looking, kind of like, like snow camo. But yeah, that's just this one. And at this one, another one. This one is a cooler looking one. Got the green, the blue, and the little bit of pink. I just think the colors are a bit off. It kind of looks like just, spray paint. Someone did a little bit of it. But it still looks pretty nice. I think they should have had a little bit more pink on the front of it to make the colors match better. But yeah, that's why this one is 11. And it comes with the best Mega rounds, the Mega Accu Strikes, or whatever. And they come in colors. And number 10. Flames, guys. Flames. With the Mega Accu Strikes. Can't go wrong. This thing looks awesome. The white is a bit weird, but I understand why they did that, because flames are red. They would just blend in. But, good looking blaster. Can't get better than this awesome one. Number 9 is the Hot Shock. I think this is, the best one-shot Mega Blaster in Mega. Because it hits hard. This is probably one of the hardest hitting blasters Mega has. Modding this thing, oh, you can make this thing do whatever you want with a mod. This thing can hit 150, whatever you need. Prime it from the back, pull the trigger, fires the Mega out the front. Only holds 1. It is a little bit bigger than the other one-shots, but not too big. Not as big as the Desert Eagle. Handle is pretty alright. Not amazing, but not bad either. It's just a very nice blaster. Oh wait, sorry, it does hold 1. It holds 1 extra dart right there at the top. Sorry about that one. But number 9, can't go wrong with this guy. Nice third-dairy choice. 8 is where it all started, the Centurion. When I saw the commercials for this thing, those commercials were probably my favorite commercials Nerf ever made. This thing was awesome. The commercials were such a lie, but that does not deny how cool this blaster is. Yes, is it underpowered? Yeah. But is it prime? Its prime is so awesome. It has such a long prime like a sniper. Even though it doesn't hit hard, it shows you what this is, the Nerf sniper. This shows you what it should be. Long prime, perfect ergonomics. Can't go wrong with this guy. Came with even a bipod. No scope. That is a bit weird, but scope. It's not going to do anything anyways. But yeah, stock amazing. Everything about this thing is awesome. It's just a long, fun blaster. This is what Mega was and should be. And it's how Mega started. And that was a great start. The only issue is it came with a 6-round magazine. And it took, like, I don't know, 7 years to get another blaster that held mags. Number 7 is the Dual Strike. This is another, sorry I have to keep saying this, but this plunger tube, that whole red part sticking out of the blue over there is the plunger tube. This thing's plunger tube is massive. It's awesome. This thing hits hard. It holds 3 megas and 3 elites. It fires these elites so hard. The megas are still really good. Handle feels amazing. Ergonomics, how it looks, is a bit strange. T-pull, amazing. It grips your fingers well. Has the tactical rail for a scope up top. This is just such a good blaster if you need to have Mega and Elite. That little switch on the side is how you switch the rounds. And it's just such a cool blaster. Nerf, where did this go? Like, come on, man. Get more of this stuff. Mix up the rounds. Think if we had elites, megas, and mega XLs on a blaster. That would be awesome. Number 6. Coming back to the start of Mega. It's the Mega Thunder Bow. The best bow Nerf ever made. Can't go wrong with this thing. It's very big, yes, but it actually feels like a bow when you fire it. Pull the string all the way back. You have to fully extend your arms. Release, and the ka-chunk sound it makes, it will never get old. 5 rounds of capacity. Hits pretty dang hard. This thing, stock, goes really far. This might be the longest range that Mega has, actually. This thing goes. And it's just an awesome bow. You cannot get better than the Thunder Bow in any Nerf or things. The only thing I can think that could maybe come close is like the Dude Perfect bow, but that fired arrows. This still fires darts. It's just such a cool blaster. It's massive though. You have to be ready. It's a big blaster. At 5 is the Mastedon. This thing, awesome. This was the first electric blaster. Held 24 mega darts. Slow full auto, but still full auto. Just holding that thing because it's heavy. It's a minigun. Just sending those rounds down range with awesome slaying points. It's just so fun. This thing was such a fun thing to use. 24 rounds is not a lot, but that's the highest capacity Mega has. And if you want to have fun, can't go wrong with this guy. You have to just be prepared to reload this thing a lot. And this thing is heavy. 6D batteries, you're lugging this thing around, that's for sure. Handle, amazing. Nothing to really say about the handle. The trigger is a bit strange because you can see it's bent slightly, which is a bit weird, but it doesn't really mess with it too much. And the Mastedon sits at 5. At 4, this is the only other blaster Nerf release that had a magazine. Why, Nerf, did it take so long to just make a Mega Strife? Like, come on. But at least they nailed it. This thing, 10-round magazine. Not great capacity, but for 10 rounds, it's acceptable. Stock is amazing. Stock's very nice feeling. Handle's a bit blocky, but it's okay. I like how it looks. That grip on the front is nice. Very, very nice, that's for sure. This thing is just a good looking blaster. It's semi-auto. It's a Strife, but bigger. And has a stock. A good stock. Can't really go wrong with this thing. At 3 is the Twin Shock. the Mega Shotgun. This thing is still a blaster I've been wanting since its release. I just haven't gotten my hands on it yet because I'm not willing to spend 30 bucks on it. Even though I still think that's a fine price to pay. This thing's worth 30 bucks, I promise. It's a massive blaster. You prime it, holds 10 mega darts, pull the trigger, either pull it halfway, fires 1, pull it fully, fires 2. Just rattle those rounds off with the shotgun prime. It kind of needs a stock, but there's no stock, which is an issue, but that's kind of what Mega kind of does that a lot. But the stock is okay. Handles are great. It's just a big ass blaster. Good sling points. Nothing bad to say, really. Mega's just Mega. It's just a good line. At 2 is the Roto Fury. Another 10 round capacity. This is a very weird blaster. Even when it first came out, people thought like they just grabbed a hacksaw and cut the back off of it because it looks like it needs a stock there, but there's just nothing. There's no stock. There's no stock here. It's just 10 rounds of pump action. You can't really get better than this for a main. Well, you can. A little bit different, though. This is the best pump action main, that's for sure. 10 rounds, pump it, fire. Good ergonomics. Good handles. Well, the front handle is a bit blocky at the top, so just be careful of that. But it works well. Good sling points. Has a nerf tactical rail at the top for a scope. And can't go wrong with the Roto Fury. If you need a blaster to take the field with and you want Mega, doesn't get much better than this. And that number 1 is the Megalodon. The Megalodon is such a weird blaster because how it primes. It has that top prime kind of bar thing. But it holds 20 rounds and it's pretty dang small for what it offers. This thing is great. This is my favorite. Sorry. This is one of my favorite stock blasters to use at a stock battle. Handle, it's a required taste. It's not amazing, but it's nowhere close to being bad, and it's better than mid. It's just a pretty dang alright handle. The pump of it is a bit weird, but it does have slam fire. Sorry, but the Roto Fury also had slam fire. But 20 rounds, double the capacity. This awesome thing is just so weird. It does have a weird grip right outside of the trigger. I don't know what that's for. Nerf, you shouldn't even put it that there, but still. 20 rounds, pump action, has slam fire. It's awesome. This is just such a fun blaster to use, and you cannot ever go wrong with the Megalodon if you want to take the field with Mega and have fun. Because that's just what Mega is. If you need Mega for like a zombie battle, you're definitely going to use like the one-shot Mega things. Or just have, something connected to your blaster. Like the Big Poppin' stuff, the 3D printed stuff. But if you Mega's just for fun. So if you're going to take the field and you want to have fun, it does not get better than the Megalodon. It's amazing. And that name, that name is such a good name for Megalodon. Has Mega in the title. You can't go wrong. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.